I'm Chris Pfanner, and we're about to watch my video part that was made after the Friday episodes on Anti Hero. And I think this 180 was just like to feel the spot, and then I was actually gonna try something else, but I got unlucky with that twice, so it's not meant to be. Harrison Street loading dock gap in San Francisco. Julien showed me that spot once. We drove in this truck. It was me, Julien, another friend of his. They let me out at the spot and I was checking it out, and they completely forgot that I was actually there and just drove off. I think they were just so hammered they forgot that I was looking at that and just drove off. A Barcelona line, half cab, backside flip. It's a good spot.
You were living in Barcelona for a while, right?
Yeah, I stayed there for like 7 years. Skated a bunch of good stuff. And that's where I got most of this footage. That was the beginning when I was in Barcelona. China, I hung up once and it broke my truck and I didn't notice. On that try right after it, I made it, rolled away, and my truck just went apart. This was one of the first VANS trip I ever did. Actually crazy that ended up in there. More Barcelona stuff. Yeah, helicopter over that street gap. And whenever it's ollies, it's always right. It's just the funnest thing to do. You need the ollie for everything. Once you start skating, it starts with that one basic thing. I skate spots that I always call it like I take the stuff nobody wants. Because there's no ABDs on that. Some cracks, rough, where you gotta run your lungs out or something. The biggest kickflip I ever did was the one in Split in Croatia that ended up on the Thrasher cover. I backside ollied it 5 years ago, tried to ollie it like 10 years ago and just landed on the last 2 steps. Went back for the kickflip. Oof, 2 days, broken boards, good slams. Yeah, felt good to ride away from that. The iPhone footage of the kickflip in Atlanta. We're sleeping in tents in Grant's yard. Yeah, sometimes we just forgot to charge the camera, and then we went to that spot. So we turned up and the camera doesn't have any battery. So John was like, yeah, I'll just film it with the iPhone. The photo to that Ryan Flynn shot, was my first cover in the States. I was just so psyched, man. Like, in that moment, whatever you feel, you don't think of what you're doing or anything. It's just all that joy, that happiness, the energy. Right after that, I was like, yep, deserve a beer for that.
My approach to filming the VANS video as of lately has been just kind of get out there and do it, get it done. No, I don't have a set plan or anything, just trying to accumulate extensive moves.